Okay, so I didn't really know how to do this very well, like analyze the video and have it look all clean and stuff. So I just decided I was just gonna upload the file to YouTube and then I was just gonna watch the YouTube video and it'd probably look good enough. Like, I prefer to have this, like the YouTube stuff not be here, but it's just easier like this, like way easier to do it like this. So I'm just gonna do this. So, yeah, I got a 3B golden, literally yesterday. It was like 3 a.m. when I did this. And it's really freaking funny. Because I just stopped practicing. Like, okay, well, I did runs, and then I practiced, then I did more runs, and, But, I was switching from practice to another run, and just immediately got it. It was so funny. Uh, I really shouldn't have stayed up till 3 a.m., but I was just kind of like, I need to get this done. I know all the rooms now. I can get this. Anyways, it's been a minute. Let me actually like get into the freaking video. Here I go. So I'm just gonna be talking about. Oh my, can you see my cursor? No. Uh, oh you can. I'm just gonna be talking about all the rooms. So these first few rooms, they're pretty easy. Honestly, I did them in like. Well, I did this room in like 20 different ways, or screen, I guess. This screen, you kind of just. There's really only one way of doing it, and it's just the intended way. So, not much to say here. And then this room. This one's pretty easy as well. I just want to point out this little maneuver I do. Where I kind of... Here, let me go back a bit. I jump to the right. Oh my gosh, can it stop buffering every time I press the frame key? But yeah, I jump to the right, and then I just kind of move back left. Yeah, okay, I'm getting used to this. You see, I just jump right, move left, and it's just consistent. I don't know why, it just sets it up perfectly and consistently. Good strat if you ever do this. This room, it's also pretty easy. Honestly, there's really not much to say here, except for that this part, like this part here, going over to the right, so here, over here, you can run out of stamina really easily, so you gotta know what to do. So either you just kind of, you want to do wall jumps here to conserve stamina. I probably shouldn't have just held onto the wall here. Maybe I could have jumped back and forth. But, cycles and whatever. This is kind of difficult, kind of sketchy. You just, and then you just jump over, dash, and you gotta weave. Or I had to weave. I don't know, depending on whatever timing you do, it might be different. Now, this next screen is freaking weird. You gotta, first of all, entering the screen, I'm just gonna hold right and then dash, okay? So I hold right here, hit the string, just hold right into the spring, you can see, and then I just dash, and I keep holding right, hit this spring, it sets me up for this wall. I don't know why it works, it does, it's just good. And then you wait a while, right? And the plan is you jump here and then wall jump up. But, I guess, first of all, you gotta wait for this to move down. But you also kind of wait a little longer. Like, just a little bit. You can see I started the jump, like, here. Instead of, like, when it was up here and I was just about to start moving. And it just makes it more consistent. Because then you just drop straight down into that spring. I don't know, it just freaking works. Hit the coin, dash right. And then it just sets you up perfectly. Because you can just climb jump. You hit the spring again. And then the room's pretty easy from there. It just works. Oh, small little detail. I also just, dash right into this thing. I mean, you could dash upright, grab that, probably. You could probably just weave, but I figured it's easy. This room, so this thing rotates, I'm just gonna say every, like, I don't know. Every time this goes up, or every time this switches position, 3 times, this goes around once. So basically every six of this going up and down, uh, is like a full cycle, I guess. And what you want is you want this up top about to move down. Actually, wait. Yeah, so you want this basically. Or no, wait. Well, you'll see. You want this. Yeah. So you want this in the top or the top left basically and this moving down. That's the way I found it consistent. And then if you notice, I do this like 2 jumps thing. And that's just to, you know, have this up top. Right there, and then 1, and then, yeah. Basically, you can count to 6, you can just kind of know the positions. But you can see I do the 2 jumps thing again on, I think, like 3 and 4 of the cycle out of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See? And then here, I just do 1 full jump, and that sets me up. And there you go. So, it's not a difficult room, but you just gotta know what you're doing again. And then this room freaking sucks. So, it's really basically you gotta stay on top here the entire time, or you're just gonna get absolutely screwed by these dust bunnies. And I never really found a consistent way of doing this. But what I found was that if I dash right from this screen, and then immediately hold left, you can see I'm already holding left. I'd turn around. I think what would happen is, right, I'd bump into this. Yeah, you can see I bump into it. That resets my velocity, sets me up here, and then I'm just really high up, and then I jump. Problem is, if I dash too far right, I hit the wall too early, and I get too high, and that doesn't work because I hit my head. If I do it too far right, or no, too far left, then I don't even hit the wall, and I'm also too low because, you know, my velocity never got reset, so I have to do like a whole wrap around. So either I'm up here, hit my head, go down here, or I'm here and then I just wrap around down here. Both of those, you can just kind of bail. I mean, you don't really die unless you hit this thing, so, I mean, it's whatever. But you just kind of, you gotta know, you gotta have a good feeling for when it's actually good positioning or not. And then this room's always kind of scuffed. You just gotta do it, really. I mean, I don't know. This one, it's also kind of scuffed. So, I went through this. I always liked going... Oh, bitrate. Anyways, I always liked going when this was moving left. So I'd be here. I don't think it really matters. But then I'd always go when this is on the bottom moving up. So here. And then you just go for it. And, okay, I almost died there, first of all. But you notice this thing is on the left. It's about to move right. I'm gonna fall onto it, and then it might kill me. You just kind of, like, barely miss it. It always feels super scuffed. And then here, and then another scuffed climb jump. Just, you know, it just works. And then this one, there's probably a better strat for this, but I grabbed the side every time, climbed up when they were moving up, and it worked for me. There you go. Yay. This room's also pretty easy. You can just dash here. That's the intended way, is just dash here and then do the rest of it. I kind of just like neutraling. I don't know, I don't really know why, but I just kind of neutral jump, and then it's pretty easy. You're just kind of fine. The funny part is, I don't think I died once here in the 3 hours of playing that I did yesterday. I don't think I died at all. This screen's also pretty easy. You just kind of gotta go through it. It's really, I mean, there's not much to it. I mean, it's easy to neutral jump off of these. That sets you up well, position-wise. And then it's, you know, it's pretty smooth sailing. This freaking room, bro. I'm so dumb. Okay, so I did a hyper here, right? Now I have a dash. And that doesn't... The thing is, right? No stamina, right? So I can't grab here. Uh, and this is where I was just an idiot. I hit the spring. When I played this map, every single time I go under here, right? I thought that's the intended route. You just go under. But if you look at it, right? Oh yeah, first of all, I use this dash to position me better. Basically, I just have more time to stall in the air. Because if you're too far right on the spring, you can just hit this, basically. Like, if you hold right, you just hit it. So I'm on, like, the sort of left side of the spring. You can see I'm lined up with the left. And then I just hold right, and it works, right? It's super scuffed, but it works, right? Thing is, look where I am. Look where I am. I can just dash over. I didn't realize. I watched a video, like, I don't know, earlier today. And you can just do that. What was I thinking? Whatever. Okay. This was one of the biggest choke points in the entire run because I kept dying to that really scuffed dash right here. I'm pointing IRL. I need to use my mouse. But it was so avoidable. Okay, this room's also pretty easy. One thing I did here, because this part is actually kind of weird. So I just wall bounce, right, when this is up. Grab here, because if you wall bounce too far, you can actually die on this spike. I've done that a couple times. I jump over, and then now these are moving down. It's a good setup. Good strat. Neutral jump over that. There's probably other ways of doing it. Doesn't really matter. And then this next room, there's this weird setup. So this is like the one room I didn't lab myself, and I saw a strat online in the Celeste Discord. Every other room I labbed myself. I did it all. This one strat I didn't know about until I saw it. So you line up with this wall. Dash right, just hold right, jump on there. You just do it, sure. Full jump, dash down left, and then, whatever here, because it's really easy. I didn't know about that, I just kind of winged it every time before, but, it's consistent, so might as well do it. And then this room. So, the issue I always had with this room is just, like, going into it, not really knowing, like, how to time it correctly at the start, right? Once I was in the middle of it, it was perfectly fine. The start, always kind of scuffed. So what I did was, I hyper across the screen transition. I don't really know why it has to be across the screen transition. I think it's just so that the jump is consistent. Because you can see I barely hit the spring. But the timing just kind of works out. If I do that. And then it's pretty simple from there. And then it's Oshiro. Which, I don't know, wasn't that bad. This room's pretty easy. You just kind of climb, jump when he... Yeah, you jump when he rushes. That's... I don't know. This one is scuffed. Bit rate. Okay. So... First of all, I just kind of hit him here. I didn't even mean to. I just did. And then, I dodge him again. And then this is when I go for it. So you need to crouch past it, right? And I think the easiest way to just get horizontal movement while crouching is just a dash, right? But if you keep crouching... You can actually slide and then run into this little thing. Which is really freaking... It's just not good. So, you gotta, like, uncrouch early, if that makes sense. But not too early, or else you're gonna hit this thing. I actually don't know. Wait, let me see how close I was to hitting it. Not even close at all, but either way. Dodge Oshiro, go through here, you gotta be kind of fast. And then it's pretty simple from there. This room, I think I died once here. And basically you just kind of, when he rushes, just go for it. And he can't catch up. This was really funny. I don't know why I didn't dash instead, and I just walked instead. But he actually gets kind of close. Where is he? There he is. Look, look at him. Now this one, I just held right diagonal, and then I think I dashed 4 times right, and then diagonal. And then it works. And then this room is pretty easy. My strategy was usually to like wall jump here to save stamina. I'm saying wall so weirdly today. But I wall jumped here and then dashed up and then just went over. But for some reason, sometimes I just instinctively climbed up instead. But I guess that worked out well for me here because then I had, you know. But yeah, you can just kind of, it's not that difficult of a room as long as you don't mess it up. I did this, which was kind of scuffed, but you know, it works. And then it's the cassette room. This room's so easy. You would never mess this up, right, AJ? So this is fine so far, right? Grab the side of the wall, hit the spring, hit that. Just step on this left side so that you have space on the right side. Oh, whoops, you went way too far. Oh, that sucks, man. How are you ever gonna... I guess you gotta just be careful about it now, right? I mean, this is still perfectly fine. I can just grab the wall here, right? You hit this, you know, grab the wall, hit the spring, whatever. But there's a way of doing it, right? So then, instead of doing, the normal way I do it is jump here and then dash. But this time, because I was in a kind of scuffed position and I didn't want to, like, try that, because I was too far left, right? I just hit the spring instead. And then I missed the coin. Which was really freaking bad. At this point, I'm like, you're kidding me. What do I do? So I figured I need to hit this, dash over, and then hit this, go back, and then figure out how to get this freaking coin up top. So I jump for the blue, dash, grab it this time, hit the blue, and then, yeah, it just works out, and I'm really freaking lucky. Like, I was freaking out, I thought I was screwed, and then it worked out, and, I mean, what the frick was that? Yeah. uh, it was something, but yeah, that was me doing 3B Golden, and that was me talking about me doing 3B Golden, and talking about all the funnies. I think, I want to look at this. I had like, slightly over 1,000 deaths. I think I had like 600 to 800. Probably 800. Before I freaking, like, started the Golden Grind. So, that's kind of a lot. I'd done a lot. Doing like low deaths and just practice and all that. But yeah, thanks. Bye.